Greetings from Rauta. Today we will talk about some old school kind of a black metal. Well, actually, Metal Archives defines this as black metal, speed metal hybrid. Is it true? Well, depends on the perspective. I find it a little bit humorous, but let's get that into a bit. Here we have Malleus with the Storm of Witchcraft. And, well, let's say this is not the most original name. You will see in a bit why. But it certainly reminds me of that old school, I mean talking about medieval book called Malleus Maleficarum, which is kind of a book about witchcraft. Here I have the track list released by Blood Harvest, and this already came out a few years ago. Going through my backlog, this is 2017, I think, or maybe it might be even older. I think it actually is older. Now I should remember these things just like that, but I don't. Already recorded in 2015, three-man band, and this is from United States of America. It's from Boston, so New England area, which is the most European area in the United States, I guess. And this definitely sounds very European. Here you have all the lyrics, all the necessary information, and that's how the CD looks like. And even the old school cover is right here to kind of alleviate the modern feeling, giving you the old school feeling instead. So as you can see in Metal Archives, you see quite a few bands with the same name, and I was figuring out whether this is the Brazilian black metal band. This very well could be Brazilian, but it's not. This is neither the Portuguese black metal band. So I was figuring out, no, this ain't no deathcore thrash metal. Could this be labeled Doom Death? Well, kinda, but not likely. This definitely ain't kind of a new wave of British heavy metal doom metal. So I then ended up clicking this band right here. And voila! Like the French people say, this is from United States. As I said originally, I wasn't sure when this was originally released, but it says 2016. However, the CD version, which I have here, if you just click a little bit, this is the CD from 2017. As you can see, a few different versions have come out since that. But this is the 2017 version of Malleus, released by Swedish Blood Harvest. And as you can see, this is 35 minutes, a full-length album, and with kind of an old-school cover as said. This old-school sound and cover is kind of explained by the fact that this is kind of a homage band to Swiss Celtic Frost. Well, Celtic Frost or Hellhammer, depending how you want to view it. Are you going to talk about demo band or actually a band that created full-length albums and then evolved to something different? But that's beside the story. The thing here is this is very much worshipping one of the first wave of black metal bands. And as such, it is doing quite damn good job. Good in the terms of being very, very kind of a genuine feeling with the kind of old school sound even. I mean, the production is something that could have happened in the 80s. So it's kind of a retro-ish throwback thing with this album. And also they have the kind of riffs which, if you would be blindly listening, like you had no clue what was played, you could just easily mess this one just like that with, I don't know, Celtic Frost, Hellhammer, Warhammer, stuff like that. But there are differences too. And one of the key things which is not actually on the same on the same level and with the Celtic Frost is the vocals, because they are rather the kind of typical black metal vocals, you know, the kind of a shrieky style, which is not bad obviously when we're talking about black metal, but it was also one of the factors that made Celtic Frost kind of stand out from the rest. You know, they had Tom G. Warriors style and all that stuff, with Usurper, which actually did nicely with them. But I mean, this is kind of a lost opportunity here. I mean, they could have done it. Then again, would it be too much copying the style? Maybe. But then again, they are still actually copying everything else, basically, from Celtic Frost. So why not go all the way instead of holding back with the vocals? So once again, this could be said that since this is very, very unoriginal, then again also at the same time very marginal style of black metal. I mean, it's so clearly Celtic Frost / Hellhammer worship that it's basically unique kind of stuff. Well, not unique, but very rare. Very kind of a rare breed. So I mean, I'm a little bit divided. Then again, I totally like when a band is actually doing so well this kind of imitation, because it was, I think, Salvador Dali or something like that who said that copying is the kind of a highest version of flattery. Well, something along those lines. That is, when you actually imitate and copy something, you're basically paying your tribute to this artist before you. And as such, I think these guys are doing a nice job. But because of these kind of rather unoriginal vocals, and because almost all the songs are copy after one another, it's not really that good. I mean, if I would compare this to, say, earlier Celtic Frost stuff, I would say this actually lacks those killer songs of which Celtic Frost is known of. This is just like a kind of a pastiche. Quite good, but still not reaching the levels. If I would compare this to, say, Dark Throne's Panzerfaust, which is so much, once again, also worship of Celtic Frost, they actually exceeded and did better than Celtic Frost. So in comparison, Malleus would lose easily. But still, given all these things said, I think it's worthwhile to check out if you are into Celtic Frost, if you're into Hellhammer, if you're into Dark Throne's stuff. So, old school black metal. I don't know why it's called speed metal, but once again, this is how you define afterwards. I mean, if I was talking about early Bathory nowadays, if most people would be listening to this nowadays and the band like that would emerge, people would still, yeah, it's black trash. Back in the days, things were like very much related to thrash metal. So, it's obviously a matter of opinion. But without further bullshit, I'll take a look at the band's music and you will figure out for yourself whether you're gonna like it. I think it's pretty good, but no cigar level of music. Thank you for checking out. Take care, be well, and all that.